Underneath the glowing moon, around the time of flowers bloom, my mind consumes the whack attack and leap into the doom. Pursue the extraordinary military danger. Unsigned, refusing to let this industry change us. This album's dedicated to you natural heads who roll a joint and get burning every night before bed.
So, you're a philosopher?
You can benefit from listening to me. I suggest that you take notes to my philosophy. I'm putting time into how I design and where I stand on global issues superficials can't understand. You can benefit from listening to me. I suggest that you take notes to my philosophy. I'm putting time into how I design and where I stand on global issues superficials can't understand. The way I see it, you gotta be able to better under pressure. To keep a level head, turn your anger into pleasure. Remain calm, yelling equals lack of self-control. In the midst of drama, get to know your inner soul. Cause peace of mind and time alone is something I condone. Gather my thoughts, quality time with my microphone. Learn to be comfortable by yourself. Deal with conflicts in a way that preserves everybody's health. Cause life is a circle and that karma shit is real. What goes around comes around, especially when you steal. You jack some weed, guaranteed when you rollin', your zags get stolen. Your zags get stolen. Alright, let's do this. Give me the paper then.
Hey man, I thought you brought it.
What are you talking about? You said you had it.
You told me you were gonna bring it, dude.
Man, somebody gaffled my zags.
That's hella fucked up.
You may laugh and say those are little things, but little things add up to large amounts of gang of stress it brings. That's why I smoke weed, temporary relief. Just don't have to depend on the leaf, is my belief. Use it as a tool of enhancement to improve. Advancement, make power moves. I'm bound to make it, I'm bound to make it one day. Musical entrepreneur. The players and the puppy, the music slayers sound like manure. Trying to appeal to everybody and their mom. Not composing from the heart, all about selling records, that's wrong. Combining too many elements to the point where it sounds like crack. Opera, heavy metal, salsa, polka mixed with rap. The listeners don't even care, they just keep watching the charts. Then a month later they're using your tape cover to throw darts. That's why the mainstream can take a one-way express to hell. Word of mouth promotion and college radio is how we sell. Cause A&Rs and engineers can't fail me on my diction. So be your own boss, stay pure with no restrictions. With no restrictions, stay pure with no restrictions. You can benefit from listening to me. I suggest that you take notes from my philosophy. I'm putting time into how I design and where I stand on global issues superficials can't understand. You can benefit from listening to me. I suggest that you take notes from my philosophy. I'm putting time into how I design and where I stand on global issues superficials can't understand.
It's my philosophy. It's my philosophy.
light. Leave your past life behind. No pain when you walk across the plains of time. Your body's just a suit that contains your soul. Pass away and bear with your life, cause death is the toll. Whether I end up in the flames or the clouds, whenever I exist, I insist to rock crowds. My tombstone will have a microphone engraved, cause I'll be blessing mics until I lay in my grave. I'm a phantom, burning jasmine, incense. When you really sit and think about life, it gets intense. Cold sweats, laying in bed, wondering when you gonna dive. That's the reason why the sky's thundering. You ain't the only one that's scared, the fear shared. You gotta accept that everybody dies and be prepared. The misconceptions are erased, you understand now. We know that everyone's gonna die, we just don't know how.
It reminds me of Beethoven's fingers on the ivory, piano keys. It reminds me, it reminds me, it reminds me of Beethoven's fingers on the ivory, piano keys. It reminds me, it reminds me.
It reminds me of something melodic, hypnotic, an orange horizon. The sun looks aquatic. If I only had wings, I could soar the shores and explore and maybe find the answer to what are we here for. But while I'm alive and breathing, I gotta survive believing the reasons that I'm given. I'm turning my back on religion, cause each of us has purposes, but we must purposely nourish. And when I finally meet my maker, I'll be ready with courage. I'm on the edge of existence, living every day like my last. I'm not afraid of the future, but I'm afraid of the past. I know a few ghosts that roam the coast, unforgotten, to them I propose a toast. My boy Apple, bless you, rest in peace. We got mad love and that's to say the least. And when I'm laying on my deathbed, I'll still be grinning. I realize that the end is really the beginning. It reminds me of Beethoven's fingers on the ivory, piano keys. It reminds me, it reminds me, it reminds me of Beethoven's fingers on the ivory, piano keys. It reminds me, it reminds me.
I'll have to settle a climate as high as the mountain allows, until the angels come carry me into the clouds, the gates of heaven. I've been waiting 7 years times 3 and they still ain't took me. Look me in the eyes and tell me exactly how many degrees does hell be? Hades in the summer, under the shade. Who will it be when I meet the God that made me? Lazy lullabies, harps and piano, the cello and the organ that orchestrates the inferno. Satan in this pyro mania, and the temptations that make us all flammable, like the tips of candles melt the wings of Icarus. Before they carry him to the peak of Mount Olympus, please don't tempt us. I wanna go to heaven someday if the 747 doesn't crash on the runway. It reminds me of Beethoven's fingers on the ivory, piano keys. It reminds me, it reminds me, it reminds me of Beethoven's fingers on the ivory, piano keys. It reminds me, 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 it reminds me.
Dropping this shit for my cousin. You know how we do it. Can I represent one time on mine? Past the grapevine and things will be fine. As I go down the line, the things on my mind, like the shiesty rhyme, gang-related crime. And why is a good bitch so hard to find? Shit like that keeps me thinking while I'm sinking in this quicksand, this sick land. Some shit, man, you wouldn't understand. Your mom still holding your hand, telling her boy he a man. My game plan is to expand and unleash our clan. I heard the president ran when he knew I had a scam. Shiesty I am, all up in the V. Cut to SFC so I could be free. Rollers after me for a robbery. They wanna lock me up and throw away the key, but that ain't happening. That's why I'm rapping, letting you know that I
Can I represent one time on mine? Past the green vine and things will be fine. Inside, pain and frustration collide. Outside, it's genocide. It's hard to look on the bright side. I'm struggling with battles of my own. I had enough of gas and groceries, but they disconnected my phone. The stress absorbs through my pores and comes in scores. Got sick of sweeping floors, so I set out to do more. Gotta put these God-given talents on wax and break backs. It's either that or serving sacks. I'd rather be serving tracks. The fact remains that society is insane. My brain overloads with loads of migraines. On one side, mom screaming, keep a steady job. Stay in class to CSM and the union can kiss my ass. At last, a chance for me to tell you how I feel for real, with no intention of clinching the mass appeal. Still, people judge and make empty speculations, saying that we wander with no destination. But I'm impatient. I demand that we expand. I got plans to gain fans from the snow to the sand. That's on the bones of my hand. I put it down for my team. Unprohibited, timid kids chasing a dream.
The poise. The poise. The poise of the sculptured figure in all its spirituality. The balance, the harmony, the contours of abnormality. The hurricane, the earthquake, the tsunami, the cyclone. The halo, the throne, the convincing musical moan. Singing in a voice with undescribable serenity and bliss. Listen to this, it could be a fist or a hug and a kiss. Power, capacity, energy, and capability. Here it is in a technical sense, basic to stability. Think of everything, go everywhere, but also stand still. Interject, reflect, and take effect. Like a pill, I turn seeds into fruit. I believe in a God with a flute who shares the loot, don't dilute or wear a tie in a suit. You want to be the first in line, the first to go, and the first one at the scene. Come through the screen like the projecting power of sunbeams. The substance, the sustenance, there's an abundance of it. It's windy, the double be getting lit, your hands will be covering it. Thus, the flowering buds coming from the crust are a plus. You, me, we, us must spontaneously combust. The 5 fingers on your hand symbolize earth, fire, water, air, and thought. The hand breaks the code, unlocks the door, and unties the knot. Illuminate from the muddy floor of the lake, that sounds great. Reverently join hands, give praise, and contemplate.
Rusty metal, decapitating flower petals, poisoning your soil, stagnating your growth. Boy, in the pits of turmoil, bubbles bursting in your skin and puddles, heads are drowning in blood puddles. I've been told of this outcome, but before this, I never believed it would come. Drums pound in the distance, sounds of resistance. Outnumbered soldiers desperately call for resistance. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. Human life meets death. Eternal introduction. Welcome to the dark side of Maleko's mind. Go get the Ouija board if you want an autograph signed. I am now parallel, third dimensional, dwelling in hell. Broke your spell, in the process popped the blood cell. Lost an arm and an earlobe. For the salvation of the globe, I was close, but I escaped the aliens' probe. Survival is my focus as I'm fighting for justice. So trust this eagle-eyed, fire-hardened warrior to bring over the rockets. Acid rainwater, causing massive brain slaughter. The ozone layer melts, the sun becomes hotter. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. Human life meets death. Eternal introduction. Tripping over gut, dripping bodies on the floor. Still licking shots, contributing a couple more. This one's for the galaxy. Chop the head off Her Majesty. The Queen has been murdered. It's a tragedy. The revolution of the conscious individual, like a war vet, having reoccurring visuals. I sever the nerves of unity, so when I strike, you feel the pain of a community. Unity is no longer synonymous with power. Suddenly you're solo and your friends a thunder shower. The sky's falling, yeah I said the sky's falling. Look look into the sky, you'll see Jesus and Satan brawling, crawling through the swamps of confusion with my face in the mud, trying to avoid contact with stray scuds. The cries of innocent youths hiding in telephone booths, getting bombed on with bottle rockets filled with 80 proof. Lightning, fire, floods, earthquakes, and mudslides. Thugs ride for the very last time on the west side. The sun rises like he's for the last time in the east. Unfortunate, we won't get to see it set. There's no refund for your life when your soul is in debt. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. Human life means death. Eternal introduction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. The planet's on the verge of destruction. Human life means death. Eternal introduction. You see, the end will come. It will come. The end of the world. It will come. There's no escape. I'm sipping on a latte at a table by myself in a cafe when I spot this beautiful morena walking my way with a Cappucino Frappe. She had long black hair, round brown eyes. She's gotta belong to some other guy, but then to my surprise, in the mood to chill and a smile on the grill, she asked, "Is this he taking?" In a gentle voice, I had no choice, my kneecap started shaking. So I stood up like a gentleman, introduced myself, pulled out her chair, took a coat and cleared my throat, then I sat back down and began to stare. Then out of nowhere, she asked, "Are you single?" My bones tingled. She was fine. At that point I knew exactly what was on her mind. I'm ready to spend some time with this delicate goddess. Not a bit of an ego, and that's what Maleko likes, a girl that's modest, honest, and pure in the mind. She's sure looking fine, mature and divine. I'm trying to define the kind of guy that she's spying to find. Combined compliments, funny punchlines, and confidence. I found she was just like me, listened to hip-hop and burned hella incense. The connection was intense, a random coincidence in my favor. I could tell by her behavior, this girl was my flavor. This moment I wanted to save her. Gave her my number with instructions to call me up the following day. She gave me a hug, a kiss on the cheek, and then she walked away. Hey, what's up, y'all?
What up?
Hey, man, I just met the dopest girl, you don't even know.
Word?
For real, yeah. I mean, she was slamming. Oh, that might be her. Hold on. Hey, but if it's her, you gotta bounce, alright? Cool. I was patient, and when she called, we had a comfortable conversation. My book of life wasn't just words anymore, now it had illustrations. We started to kick it on a day-to-day basis, got shell toes with matching fat laces. Didn't even realize months went by without seeing any other faces. The places we went, the time that we spent, this woman was heaven sent. Represent our love to the fullest extent, I'm content 100%. Then one night, underneath the moonlight, looked her in the eyes, made a suggestion. I've contemplated that it's time that we cohabitated. She said, no question. When she moved in, by then I had lost contact with every friend I ever knew. It's true, I was so into blue, I thought she was worth losing my crew.
What's up, Malik, man? You don't even kick it no more?
Oh, man, come on.
Yeah, what's up, man? I heard your girl been getting around too.
Yeah, I've been hearing that too, man.
Who the hell do you think you are, trying to preach to me like you above me? Saying one day she's gonna cheat, but that'll never happen cause she loves me. Y'all just jealous how to kick it with the fellas anymore. For that very reason, I'm happy with the situation I'm in, and she's happy with the situation she's in. Enough said. Before he could finish his sentence, he was talking to the back of my head. Besides, I tried to explain, but instead he didn't hear a word I said. On my way home, got a dozen roses and a box of chocolates to surprise. For no specific occasion, just to see that look in her eyes. It's the least I could do, she deserves more than I can afford. Treats me like a king. Reaching to the glove, pulled out a box which contained an engagement ring. That's right, Maleko don't fuck around when I truly feel that I'm ready. I can already see the confetti at our wedding. By now my palms are sweating, getting ready to pop the big question. Rolled up, someone was parked on my driveway. Didn't think nothing of it, my body felt cold as I approached the doorway. I turned the key to my destiny, ultimately changed my life. Walked in on one of my friends having sex with the woman I wanted as my wife.
after verbally painting books on a Saturday night session. Displaying igniting blessings on the microphone in the golden dungeon of my home. We were in our zone, laughing, passing the bone, setting the tone. Getting a phone, it was tarot. We fed me info about a keg at a house. So I gathered Administer, Deeskee, Maleko, and we bounced. I pounced and shotty, drinking ounces of Bacardi Lyman. Freestyle rhyming all the way to the party. Mad cars we see when pulling up, ready to erupt with all the comments for fake fools and sluts. Once we entered, we were steady buzzing, started guzzling white Russian stuff in atomic chronic while the rookies vomit to the beats bumping. It started getting weak, so me and my piece felt like cutting. Interrupting Mr. Mad, preach something.
Give me the keys and stay until you're sober, or the thrills of life are over.
I felt chills and said we're spiritual soldiers. Finished my King Cobra, tapped Maleko's shoulder and signaled we're out after these last 3 shots of vodka and butterscotch. I rolled the last of the pot, then we dashed from that spot. Pushing the shadow, traveling fast, our vision started to unravel with the flash. I gasped the speed and yelled as we propel, way past the speed limit. It starts to get vivid as we crash, smash sounds of light flash. Broken glass, we're doomed.
Consume my mind, the engines in my lap, how many bodies are as mangled as mine? I was given a number, you could call me a statistic. I'm a traffic fatality, it's when cars go ballistic. The day me and some of my crew died was an ordinary day. How I wish we had taken a cab, cause we was all on fade. I heard a crash and felt a terrific jolt. Glass and steel flew everywhere, it's like we got hit with a lightning bolt. My whole physical seemed to be turning inside out. I heard myself and everyone immediately scream and shout. I saw a popo with a bulletproof vest standing near my chest, and this dude from EMS was trying to look fresh, covered with blood, jagged glass was sticking out of my leg. I bet my finish tonight, maybe we shouldn't have finished that keg. Hey, what are you doing? Don't pull that sheet over my head. I have to record, go to work tomorrow, I can't be dead. At the funeral, I saw tears cried by the saddest eyes. Everyone I knew touched my hand and sobbed as they walked by. In the cremation oven, I saw my body spontaneously combust, my spirit thrust as I turned ash to ash, dust to dust. Pain had on collision and drunk driver swerving in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane. Pain had on collision and drunk driver swerving in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane. Pain had on collision and drunk driver swerving in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane. Pain had on collision and drunk driver swerving in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane.
Nah, how could this have happened? Yesterday we was laughing at a party rapping. We should be shooting balls in baskets, but instead I'm in a black suit and standing over a closed casket. It was my fault, I swerved and hit it from an angle to avoid a smash spleen and seen Ad's body get mangled. Tangled in a web of regret, I crevice and recollect the effect, dissects what it used to protect self-respect. Their lives were on my hands and I let them go. Now it's too late for me to let them know. Second chances don't always present themselves. I couldn't see that till now, and I resent myself. I should've never got behind the wheel, but at the time, the idea of my girl driving was sour like a lime. So I declined her kind gesture and lied. Said I was feeling fine as we hopped up in my ride. Why? It's because of me, my closest homies died. An outcast of society, mentality is fried. I've been to hell and back, and I deserve to be returned to pay for all my sins and eternally burn.
Pain had on collision and drunk driver swerving in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane. Pain had on collision and drunk driver swerving in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane, in the wrong lane.
abilities beyond human comprehension, healing open wounds, revealing unopened minds, shedding rays of light, ultimately curing the blind. To some, the inability to observe is the opposite of a curse. No more than a minor setback, get back in line, soldier, hold your chin up. Been up in the clouds before, now I choose to grace the grounds, occupy the first floor, explore the infinite empty space, uncharted planets, partly due to my undying love for the art form. On the other palm, what's happening is despicable. Fingertip derivative harnessing hidden powers, inquisitive curiosity cradles the element of surprise. Close your eyes, make a wish, and eventually watch it vanish. Superficiality contaminates one's perception of reality. How strange! I want to blow my nose with your brain tissue. I've been having weird dreams. What are they telling me? What could all of this mean? Press play on the dream screen. One solution. Similar to an outer body experience, walking across a bridge made out of wind, sipping from a marble cup filled to the rim with adventure. Soak your fingertips in the warmth of a mysterious feeling, revealing your personality's face. Once the eyelids close, circumstances become beneficial experiences. I haven't died yet, but every night I find myself fighting for my life. Unfortunately, my memory never permits me to enjoy the entire occasion. Press record, unconscious, traveling on the back of my worst fear. Trapped in a box on the bottom of the ocean floor. Alarm clocks provide me with escape vessels. Returning to my quarters, it seems like my nights are getting shorter. While the sun's awake, I spend my time trying to figure out what it all means. By all means, share some insight. I often entertain the thought of saving my imagination on a disc. Interesting, but not just for anyone. Tamper at your own risk. Who needs a vacation when you can simply picture your destination and switch your identification?
Dreams. I've been having the weirdest dreams. What are they telling me? What could all of this mean? Press play on the dream screen. Lately it seems I've been visiting dreams. Who could this stranger be? It's bringing me terrific yet reassuring visuals to my night screen. Sleeping, twitchy, sweaty, 360 until just before I wake and quite panic-stricken due to premonition. Instant stumble, I stare, yawning and somber. Trying to remember last night's cartoon, apparently and oh so obviously oblivious that the memory tank was running on fumes. The next afternoon I was told that a guzzle of gas nozzle. I plugged my VCR RCA cord all the way to my brain through my nostril. Now I lay me down to sleep. I'm gonna record it so in the morning I can keep counting clone sheep, hopping fences till I drift out to sleep. Morning would be exciting. I woke into a mogul solidified in the flash of my eye. I was airborne, hopping off to nuke some popcorn. Through the hall, theatric plunge into the mattress, reclining, I'll say, press play. But I saw the day I'll never forget. Intro started, bathed in sweat. There I was, I thought, what am I in for? Just then I watched myself on the TV screen, jump into the window. Landing on a street filled with a hungry savage race of hopeless forsaken human beings. To win the argument, I had to tear off and nibble, gnawing and amputated limbs to the cartilage. All for one and none for me. No more amigos are we. Where brothers kill sisters with sawed-off guns and then cook up the debris. The moral of the story is to be very wary of the loom around the corner. In the twinkle of an eye we'll all teleport to our eternal home in the sky, where the mist reminisce will forever reunite. Make your reservation now. We're set to live and dead. Please hand over the vow. Did you hear that? Dream, dreams. I've been having weird dreams. I've been having strange dreams. I've been having scary dreams. I've been having odd dreams. I've been having all sorts of dreams.
Ha! Never before heard, never before seen, never before heard, never before seen, never before heard, never before seen, never before heard, never before seen. Your chest plates right detonate. dominates. Your flesh starts to separate. Estimate, then calculate. Stay awake to dominate. I'm perched on the top of a cliff looking down at my dominion. Strategically assessing conditions by my opinion. I'm the master controller of my performance. Syllable separate sequenced. Audio endurance. Develop delay. Monitor envelope decay. Look away, run away when I display my dismay.
I pencil instrumentals, forming stepping stones to my temple. Vocab twisting pencil positions. MCs are wishing I let go. Super fish and fish out, I take offensive like Kempo. I say hello, full throttle off the bottle. Octane premium petrol emanating through the soul. My control reflects like a prison. The unforgiving star spangled bars hold me within a prison.
I'm stuck in a time and space continuum. It seems every time I hear a new beat, it's something I've heard before. Babbling about nothing, swearing they're saying something. Bring corruption to my tape deck. Muffle my mega bass. Get that mess out my face and find your place in this game. Land of the lost misplaced. Peter Piper. Now shotguns battling sleeve stacks in underground ciphers. My military consists of starship troopers like Johnny Rico. Perverted schemers amigo. MCs is like mosquitoes, buzzing in my ear when they bite. I'm so tired. Never before heard and never before seen, right?
Never before heard, never before seen. 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 I'm an insomniac. Into the bowl gets packed and the blood makes an impact on my brain. I'm insane to the point where I feel no pain. Exit your current frame, get a face up, change your name. Jump in the flames, don't blame the game. It was your aim, you came for the fame. You failed, I nailed your snail frail. You was on the right trail, but I got there first. You moved like a snail.
Within the prisons they risen. Bureaucracy, bureaucracy, capitalism, and religion forms a division that don't add up. I leave snake eyes for the fake guys. Put your dice in a cup. I subtract MCs with a backdraft. Feel the aftershocks and the aftermath. Plus I write graph all over your epitaph. Suppose that MC's past get the growth stunted from little types to micro machines, stiff like die cast. I leave road rash from memory seen. When my distilled emotions kill to ignite like gasoline. I'm the seed within the sunflower, just spitting some beams. Life ain't always what it seems. I go through the motion by all in any means. Sincerely, I give you just a fragment of my dreams.
Rappers worry when I unleash my fury tied in knots. I'm a bipolar, schizophrenic, chain-smoking astronaut. My circular purple candle wax attacks on those that lacks. Full contact with my open hands to your closed mind. Find that you're lacking in musical content is an insult to my kind. I believe the extraordinary is who you covet. So down you plummet. I don't suffer from my insanity. I enjoy every minute of it.
Never before heard, never before seen. 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 I'm an insomniac.
I stay fresh like spearmint. My gold certificate, divine print makes mine trip like candy flips. Liquid acid that drips my manuscripts. Deranged death angel hold the mic tight like vice grips. Equipped with 6 tentacles to strangle like rusty cables. Tangle mangle veins from all angles. I hang them on my triple blended triangles. Unexplored metaphors, metamorphosis in a robotic angle. I release from my heart's inner core and start beats war like bloody roar. See more explorers, floor like California Condor. As though my mind chamber's door. A space ranger, Father Nature, collaborate with authentic abnormal behavior. I lace rhyme with baseline observations, modification on constellation with laser communication with the next generation. Mainstream presentation, the conversation disorders are disgusting. My chemical death when summoning the brains with concussions.
I hang rappers on my tie rack, discreetly bum rush master spy tack. Lilac, enthusiastic dialect. I perfect inner holistic intellect. Ride my voice like the rainwater that keeps the soil moist. I was born into a family with culture, I had no choice. Establishing, publishing rights, vanishing Vaseline pipes, gasoline types hype. I'm an expert in forgery and foreign relations. My resume will get me any job in the nation, but pushing permanent positions is pathetic. It's a pitiful kinetic principle and not genetic.
Melodic objects, hypnotic topics, deposit toxic diagnostic prophets that astonish, conquer and conquest with dominance. Shine so bright on beat, it's like my lyrics was polished. I promise this song hits and demolishes with electronic abnormal phonics. Snort all sorts of hydroponic seeds, blow iconic weed. The smoke illustrates my thoughts in 3D, full of speed and full of C with guided mastery. My speaking ability shocks like electric convulsive therapy. Stare at me and see the essence of abnormality. Blast fast like a Ferrari, deranged with Maleko's philosophy, picture anatomy, and take over this galaxy with paranormal strategy.
I've been developing my intellectual capacity, beginning at birth and ending when I exit this galaxy. Exterior expressions are easy for me to read. In no restricted sense, I have chosen to smoke weed, encouraging people to refrain from self-interest, promote the common good of humanity, make a difference. I'm at the epicenter of your epidermis, performing surgery, drinking Hennessy out of a thermos, intoxicated internal advice, next slice, cause that's the price of being my human sacrifice. The chanting of my followers echoes and carries resonance. Submit to the Father of nature and feel my presence. At arcades with thick mermaids and no shade, because we smoke all the trees that grow and wash it down with mango, tropical breeze blow. The waves underneath my jet ski behave. Somebody took the sugar canes that I hid in my cave. The sand's hot, but it brightens at the spot. Take a shot. The tangerine Kahlua luau will watch the hula with a lay around my neck. There's no way I won't catch that. Got the sway in full effect, no displaying disrespect, cause the ocean just makes a brother wanna sport lotion. Pomegranate, aloe, watermelon, love potion. Y'all must be feeling this, hip-hop with the tropical twist. Y'all must be feeling this, hip-hop with the tropical twist. Y'all must be feeling this, hip-hop with the tropical twist. Y'all must be feeling this, hip-hop with the tropical twist. Come along, paradise is just a song away. I hit bongs and enjoy the beautiful sun rays. We straight vibe, so all you young readers subscribe. Something flavorful and colorful is how I'm described. That's why the tikis flirt, trying to flaunt their grass skirt. Back spins in the dirt, kinda makes your ass hurt. Maleko's Hawaiian, not lying, that's Don Ho. A fob, cause I come fresh off the bud when I flow. This is for my heads who eat poi and ahi, and drink coconut milk with crab and teriyaki. The sea spray mist leaves your lips sun kiss. Y'all must be feeling this tropical twist. Y'all must be feeling this hip-hop with the tropical twist. Y'all must be feeling this hip-hop with the tropical twist. Y'all must be feeling this hip-hop with the tropical twist. Y'all must be feeling this hip-hop with the tropical twist. It's low tide, take a slow ride through the waterfalls. Wet rocks, raindrops on the tavern walls. A volcanic eruption takes place with no discussion. Villages are erased. Blue whales with aqua tails and dolphin water snails, and multicolored shirts with flowers at wholesale. I rest my head on bamboo beds, eat sweet bread. I just can't operate without being fully fed. I cook MCs on sticks and pits, it's on hit. I love to parasail at night when I'm lit. Cause life on the island is all about having fun. So come visit Maleko, hip hop in the sun. Y'all must feel this, hip hop with a tropical twist. Y'all must feel this, hip hop with a tropical twist. Y'all must feel this, hip hop with a tropical twist. Y'all must feel this, hip hop with a tropical twist. Rico, man. I'm tripping out.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Yo, I just had the craziest dream.
For real? Tell me about it.
Yo, peep this. This is crazy. I had walked only a short distance when I felt this stabbing pain in the upper middle right lower section of my brain. I fell and hit my elbow on the corner of a redhead. Her blood was tie-dye. I think to myself, this girl's a deadhead. A Jerry Garcia worshiping, Cherry Garcia purchasing. The very idea of it all was menacing. I blacked out and had a dream about Brussels sprouts and a kid with paper route who had no mouth, so you never heard him shout. I must be bugging now. I gathered myself and cut, ran through the woods, no hat and my eyes shut. I reached a concrete beach and rented a plane. Used a chain to buy an umbrella cause they said it would rain. I took a chance, brought the microwave and some TV dinners. Heated up some chowder, warmed up my outers and inners. I made a perfect landing right in the middle of a basketball court. I dunked a bowling ball and turned it into a popular sport. Received a letter from the president of the local Little League. He read my interview in Lowrider and he said he was intrigued. I wrote him back explaining the fact that this was only the beginning. Subliminal message in the label when my record's spinning. The drunk sun falls in the ocean, fish get beer battered. Glass bulbs partially filled with chronic smoke get shattered. Second hand, red-eyed in the fog, take a bite of the sun-dried tomato bagel I packed earlier that night. But something ain't right, wait a minute, I think I'm dreaming. Sometimes I be tripping off how real it be seeming. It was all just a dream, but it felt so real. Right before I went to bed, I heated up leftover veal. Tossing and turning until the candle stopped burning. Insomniacs are lucky, they don't have nightmares that keep returning. It was all just a dream, but it felt so real. Right before I went to bed, I heated up leftover veal. Tossing and turning until the candle stopped burning. Insomniacs are lucky, they don't have nightmares that keep returning. I wish I never fell asleep, woke up a changed man. I wish I could've been there, I'm telling you, it's a strange land. I seen some shit that Dr. Seuss would label as weird. I got on stage and kicked the floor and not a damn person cheered. And that's when I realized it was all just a dream. Cause when you hear my voice, you have no choice but to scream. Awakened immediately by willpower alone. Splashed some water on my face and then I picked up the phone. And that's when I called you, man. I was straight bugging out.
Yo, that was some psychedelic shit, man. You need to puff some Madness and drink some Kahlua?
Hell yeah, man.
Well, man,
I'll be over in 5.
Roll over. Peace.
All right. other day, a new MC is born. It's up to us to raise it and make sure that it's warm. Give the child some shelter, keep it dry from the storm. Responsibilities are passed on, passed on. Every other day, a new MC is born. It's up to us to raise it and make sure that it's warm. Give the child some shelter, keep it dry from the storm. Responsibilities are passed on, passed on, passed on. The embryo development is so important. The early stages of its growth represent the physical change, characteristics appear. You begin to recognize the traits of kings from previous years. It's obvious that the majority have potential, but it's essential to realize what's influential. The values taught will affect his train of thought. You gotta pass on the knowledge you got while the war is fought. Instead of resolve, your seed needs to read, let his mental evolve. Questions are solved by explanations. It's your job to understand patience.
So 4 divided by 2 is 4?
No, 2 goes into 4 2 times. Alright, let's try it again. From the moment the umbilical cord gets cut loose, look at the beautiful being that's been produced. I'm a daddy, I feel like gonna shout, straight forget about how I used to hate to find out her period was late. But now I'm glad I'm on the phone screaming at ad. Contact arranged and flash, it's about to change fast for the better, head in a positive direction. Look in the face of my son and peep my only reflection. Birth is also resurrection. The formerly deceased are released in the form of infant, distinguishing who the biological parents are in an instant. I knew I was blessed when she took the pregnancy test. A lot of my dogs suggested abortion, but I ain't stressing the rest.
So what's up, man? You gonna keep it or what?
Hell yeah, I'ma keep it. Shit.
Man, you tripping, man. You way too.
Please, don't even come at me like that. I'm gonna raise the dopest MC in this galaxy. You know it. I'ma do my best to raise my kid as properly as I can. Responsibilities are passed on, man to man. I'ma do my best to make sure that my kid ain't ignorant. Responsibilities are passed on, message sent. Every single day another water breaks, and all of a sudden the woman is standing in the middle of a lake. If you're a flake, you're not gonna be there by her side when she goes through labor. Man, that's some ill behavior. Do yourself a favor. Jump off the face of the earth, erase your birth. Vanish into thin wind, never to be seen again. There's reasons why I write these songs. Message sent. You might even have twins, monos, I gotta keep in. Impatient, demands an ultrasound examination. In vitro fertilization to prevent contamination. Cesarean or vaginal, the outcome is marginal. Make sure your blood is pure and don't be premature. Big shout out to everybody's mom. Peace to all the fetuses developed. Good luck. Peace, prenatal care, ultrasound, sonogram, adoption agency, Planned Parenthood. This is Maleko, Father Nature. Peace.
Deadliest competitor, complex editor, inject text to get you open like a register. Spiritual technical thought collector, my double-bladed vocal scepters cut my deranged train of thought into sectors. When it's played on the record, I present like a visual projector. You can't measure my brain power pound for pressure. If you're the head geographic inspector of the Richter, whipper when I deliver quicker vocab that stabs like Jack the Ripper on his dinner. Most souls sound whack and muffled like Gilligan and Skipper talking to Flipper. Exercise with atomic vibes to make you shiver. I enter through the ear canal and grab your mental's inner perimeters. I'm a point just like a sliver that enters your toes through your slippers. Politically sinister, I write endangered literature in the golden dungeon while the flames flicker. Natural sinners shine like glitter, Spain's rangers twisted like Twizzler. Insanely sicker like a mixture of smallpox and gangrene. Historical supreme being, my camouflage the hollow trees on Halloween. Follow my team through virtual dreams.
Never caught sleeping and I'm never caught scheming. Never caught sleeping and I'm never caught scheming. Never caught sleeping and I'm never caught scheming. Never caught sleeping and I'm never caught scheming.
Disperse or get put on disability, dislocate your agility, disinfect disease activity religiously, revolve around a revelation, realization, racial relationships relating to Satan, people debate, skating past the replication, vacation from regulations, concentration on the constant creation, communication, confrontation with the cosmic civilization, be patient, procrastination produces peripheral penetration, expect the worst and hope for the best, best. I'm on a quest to protest. Invest an impressive amount of time watching sunsets in the west. The cipher's blown once I get my hands on the microphone. I'm known for how much improvement I've shown since I've grown. The zones in my bones along with Raj, Nolan, Tone. The only crew that I'm afraid of is my own. Maleko, Cameron up the board. Deeskee, executive seniority, press record, connect 4.
Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming. Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming. Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming. Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming.
I'm the threads that get entwined, I'm the canary in the gold mine. I drop divine poetic lines just like I'm building a holy shrine. I get bent like spines when they kill like knocks and I'm 9. Put this shit up like a sign before I dine, I drink wine. Abnormal creates and elevates like airlines. We family, even though we from different bloodlines. You might be confined if you sign the dotted line. Sometimes days are dry or it could be raining cats and canines. I'm awake at bedtime and also when the sun shines. Rise, decline like anabolic and catabolic enzymes. And if your rhymes are asinine, give it up like a concubine. I flip like sports utility vehicles and strike like straight 9. Remember the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Like Richie Rich in my eyes, I got them dollar signs. But I'm willing to work for it, plus collect these nickels and dimes. The domino theory, the ripple effect from the center to the sideline.
Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming. Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming. Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming. Never call sleeping and I'm never call scheming.
I propose conversations, pondering creations within the space that consists. Bouncing brain cells persist and vibrations stimulating deep inside the beat. Musically cloaking, press pounding, patiently propel, fooling the fool who fell unconscious. Scorch, burn, charge, inevitable failure to a free float. Fully flex, flight, fathoms ferocious with this mental freight. I'm overweight, causing brainwaves to generate immensity, tensity where time goes. Indo, indica, isolated isotopes invert. Ideology inserts quick, sporadic and inhaling inhalations. Cluster chorus, ganja force, going from the porous to the naked eye. Mostly high motivate, knowing money is a fraud and being mentally free is applaud. Cause a day to brighten minds enlightened, gliding, glowing, growing generations of MCs to be spitting verses you can see, feel, felt, dealt, straight flush, touched by the mental weed in which we smoke. You can smell, told tales, you tell, bold breath, clear carbs, smoke is exhale, and yellowish gold seems to fluctuate and unfold, drifts to take place, shape, outer mental experience, escape, controlled, eloped, and finished my fate.
Proceed with caution. This Martian strikes like a water moccasin. Box you and block off your oxygen to make sure you never walk or talk again. Hemorrhaging pedestrians with sentences. Eating the estrogen out of lesbians is my medicine. Mind bender, riddleman. Surrender when my spaceships come, you'll scream. Ultra violent pilots with experience. Silent but deadly, steady, ready. Swinging machetes, leaving heads bloody and ugly like the facials in rugby. Continuously, busting with agility. Stuffing bowls repeatedly. Collaboration with Tommy V. We be abnormality live in the spiral galaxy. So check your star chart and try to follow me.
Experience, intelligence, straying away from the ignorance. Silence, defiance, defying every law of gravity and science. Experience, intelligence, straying away from the ignorance. Silence, defiance, defying every law of gravity and science.
A freak of nature in a sense, but also a father. Don't bother trying to comprehend the meshes that we tend, cause sometimes I don't feel like making sense. My extra suspensory perception's my defense against no one in particular. Randomly choosing my next innocent bystander. Burn my symbol into the pupils with an eye brander. Why hander everything on a silver platter when you can raise your daughter into someone who matters? But too many newborns are pregnant and hesitant to intervene before it reaches its fullest extent. Tormenting enemy spy, negative energy. Why should I have to comply the powers that be can die?
Hip-hop is just an everyday thing with the world's ours to present. All the styles we bring, my mouth is a drain for the thought build up crown on my brain. Words sink through the strain when I hear it, it eases all the aches and pains. I can steer any which way, comfortably return and switch. There'll be times when I play a song 40 times in a row till the batteries are drained and gone. To the point where I break the Walkman rewind button. Can you close your eyes and picture this? Eyes open, the Tweety birds twerping. Dad walking the dog instead of foamy beer bourbon. Homies all getting along, nobody tripping. Let go your ego, let it be gone. Or ride it with no tips. Break dance with a slip, stiff wrist of a turntablist. Deliverance with no vocalist. There's no gimmick in our limerick. I know that I'm in trouble when we plug in the sampler. The test tube bubbles. There's all sorts of liquid colors, bottoms up. We guzzle and connect with the hook. No gimmick in our limerick. I was walking down the street, bumping beats, minding my own biz. All of a sudden I came upon a street bunny, opened his hand and said, "Take this." What is it? It's an underground cassette. Awesome, your boys? Nah, I put it together myself. But hey, listen, don't play it for nobody else. Not a problem, man, thanks. Least you can do is drop me a couple little change. That night my Walkman played the illest rhymes that I ever heard. I returned to the bum the next day and said this tape was fresh. I knew you'd like your word. But hey, what do you record? Who makes your beats? This kid named Deeskee down the streets. Oh man, I wanna go, how should I dress? Formal? Who's he down with, man? They're cool and normal.
Experience, intelligence, straying away from the ignorance. Science, define every law of gravity in science. Experience, intelligence, straying away from the ignorance. Science, define every law of gravity in science. Define every law of gravity in science. Defiance. Science. Experience. Stay away from the ignorance. Silence. Defiance. We law of gravity. Science. Experience. Intelligence. From the ignorance. Silence. Defiance. Define every law of gravity in